Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Chiefs going up against the Jets. With that, we're off to the Meadowlands in a frigid MetLife Stadium, where we check in with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And yes, Larry, white stuff is on the ground and in the air. 3 inches still overnight, and we expect more as this game wears on. Should be interesting here at MetLife Stadium, just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets.
Two tights. Hey, guys, check me out.
Green!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. A gain of 3, second down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start.
Let's go, D.
Second down following the run.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Move.
All right, here we go. Over! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Gun!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target. And it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
No. 319!
And they'll go on the ground. Stays on his feet. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage,
26!
they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Mike's 5.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And a cut to the left sideline. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken very short. A beautiful fake. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the first drive, 3-and-out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at it, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here we go. Tight right.
here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Justin Houston is truly one of the elite pass rushers in the league. Knows how to get to the quarterback with a variety of moves.
Second down following the incompletion.
Hey, watch tight end.
They come out here in the eye.
Green, 30. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Watch the twist.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Fighting it off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the line.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the
Here we go.
offense.
Green, 39.
The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love
scared of
the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity to win the game.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So 2nd and 10 here.
Hey, right, Roger.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Watch safety.
They give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
Roger.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Going up top. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Check 6 guys.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
59's Mike. Check. 59.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough job to contain them.
319. Hey, 88.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on
yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Key to tight end. Key to tight end. You got three.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-99 Philly, here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the defensive penetration there blew that play up and got him 2 points.
How about how they got off at the snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play? That's the key to everything.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They come up in an offside. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
3-19.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he comes back with one complete.
Let's go.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Strong right. 26.
Out.
And again, this time to the tailback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Couple of Jets there in on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Wide left.
Watch out.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. He's got time. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Let's go.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to
Wide
rise.
left.
I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius for the bigger targets.
319! 319!
Check nickel.
They go play action here on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That's the big guy, didn't it?
Dump it over the top to him. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Watch the ship. Hey,
Strong right.
Hey, switch
Strong right. Strong right.
Check.
Hurry up. 319. Quick.
Slam.
2nd and goal from the 5. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Time to step aside. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Let's get it.
Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. They come out here in the
58.
Check
3rd
58.
down and goal from the 2. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Murray's kick is up and good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. And New York set to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. Then you got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Tight right. 3 down.
319. Get 300. Got to
300.
reset.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll give it here to his running back. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. Control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Watch the screen.
319.
No run now out of the gun. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Murray's kick is up and good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the 1st half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outs out there.
Here we go now. 3,
Now it's the backup Hackenberg. Deep drop. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
319.
They'll run it now out the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So, what's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show, I guess. We're ready for the 3rd quarter. Let's go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Hey, got tight left, tight ends left.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle, doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Double tight. Double tight. 319.
And he gives us time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guys having success against you.
Throwing is Rodgers, and he fires one that's intercepted. There he goes left side, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How did you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that? I like it.
No good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. With a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Hurry up, hurry up.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's it, baby.
And he's brought down after a good gain. And in this weather, and I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether they wear a glove, not wear a glove. How cold is it? You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going. But that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
319. Box it, wide right.
Check.
Over. Hey, check 26.
Check.
Over.
Back.
Who's it got?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Room here to run. And hit a touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down. Doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it. And as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And Murray now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
Set! Blue,
And he'll give it here to his running back.
All right, Brandon, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go. You still want to get in the hands of the runner. Maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him away.
now let's go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because you're passing lanes of clock. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They'll set up a throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. But, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Backing up. Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Alert, alert. 3 down.
319!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get out. Oh.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
319!
Check 31. Check 31.
319!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Every day!
Let's go, boys.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The screen does get them 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
The Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get back to that. Let's get back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Switch.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the down.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
They love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A strong run on the year.
Tight right.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Set.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He sets to fire. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Tight end to the left. Tight end left.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide
Let's go.
receivers,
3,
1 tight end.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
Certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed. Yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
No. Check. Patriots.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Well, the offense has moved the ball pretty well on this drive, but now the defense, they're bowing their neck up a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah, not only are they bowing it up, but I think they took a little bit of a gamble there because on 2nd down, they sent people after him and got him, and that puts him in a pretty good spot now to bring it to 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Guys, here we go now. Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds Jason Morrow. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jason Morrow, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Tight end right.
Set. Green. Third in now. Barney.
Check three. Come on. Pump it up, baby. Let's get live.
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down.
Good job.
So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
They've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
I got 83.
Hey, 88.
Check 26.
Jumbo.
On play action, Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
3 down.
Slant.
And they'll run it here. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Two times. 3 down.
319.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open air.